boy, do we have a show for you today. If this is your first time tuning in to Meet Houston, we talk about everything that's happening within the city. And then we have so much other things that we discuss. So I am not by myself today, but I am one of the hosts, Mika Diamond. But I am going to let my beautiful sisters introduce themselves today.
Hey, y'all. Hey, this is your girl, Chris Bryant.
Hello, everybody. This is Latisa B.
Man, so listen, y'all. It is Black History Month.
Yes.
We-
Black Heritage Month.
Right. We are celebrating the culture this month.
Yes.
We are celebrating the culture. So before we get into everything that's exciting, that is happening, that has happened, preparing for Black History Month, let's talk about the last episode, Recovery After Cheating. Look at her face.
Wait, what was your saying from last week?
Messing over your for show, trying to get more, you're going to end up with no. Y'all know that song. Don't act like y'all don't know. If you from H, you know that song.
Yes. So, you know, we did talk about there is recovery after
Yes.
cheating.
Yes.
There is recovery after cheating, but both parties
Has to want it.
Right.
And both
Have-
parties
right.
have to be open and forgiving of what made you do it.
Yes.
And then forgiving of the person that did it.
Yes.
Yes, on a serious note, like you really have to take into account, and like Tisa said, is you got to make sure, no, Mika, that was you that said it. Think about what part you played.
Yes.
What role did you play? And make sure that you address that as well as getting,
Yeah.
into the other stuff.
Absolutely. You got to take accountability.
That's
You
the
have to
magic
take
word.
accountability. You have to look at yourself and say, you know what? This person has been sharing with me their feelings, their
Right.
thoughts.
Mhm.
And I have to take those things into consideration because if I don't, I can push them out the door. They end up having a decision that they have to make
Right.
when they get in that position, but it makes them vulnerable and open up to whatever it is that they're missing. So we have to take care of that. So
Yeah.
Totally agree.
totally.
That's
So
how we create a safe environment and love can blossom.
yes. But let's not stay on there too long because we may start getting
I
mad
know,
about
we
some
don't wanna go
previous
back to
situations. Because I know it brought me back.
Yeah, I watched back and I was like, that brow was so frowned up on a couple of parts.
Yes, but I was being transparent and saying that I had to be open to some things that I know
Right.
that I wasn't doing, that they were mentioning. But there was a decision making. So anyway, so let's talk about last month. We had some very exciting things that happened last month. We had MLK Day.
Yes.
We had MLK Day, and it was the 43rd annual Martin Luther King Parade that started right here in the city of Houston.
That's awesome. That's the history and the facts that really make me love my city.
Yes, and so the parade was, of course, there was a parade of giving this
Right.
year. So definitely want to make sure that we give a salute to the World Youth Foundation, Inc., as well as St. John Methodist Church downtown.
Yes, salute.
Yes, because everything and all those who came out and contributed towards the giving aspect.
Right.
Because there were so many of those who came in and dropped off things to be able to provide to our communities right here within the city. So definitely want to say thank you to each and every one of them. City of Houston definitely represented. We had Sheila Jackson Lee.
All right.
No, that was a
all
great
right.
pivot.
Yes.
That was really great for the city since we couldn't actually have
Yes.
the physical parade to
Parade,
make it
right.
about giving.
Yes.
Again, that's why I love my city.
Yes, I do too. And I love the fact that people were willing to
Yes.
even, and let's talk about diversity because it wasn't just our culture that was out giving.
Yes.
It was other nationalities and other races that were out that day too. And you know what? I'll say this. I was speaking to a young man and a woman there, and they were actually volunteering. And so I was trying to get them to take a picture. And she said, no. She said, we'll take a picture, but it's not even about us today. It's about us
Right.
serving the communities. And I thought that was so honorable
And
for
genuine.
them. Yes. So salute to everybody who contributed towards MLK Day and the Black Heritage Society who
Yes,
started
thank
this
you.
project. And it's the 43rd annual year. So we're excited about what's going to happen next year, even though it may be virtual. It may not. They are going to add the Parade of Giving to the parade. So
Okay.
I love that. I love that.
gonna be something
aspect.
to
A lot of things are changing
Yes.
this year that hasn't been the same in the past.
Yeah.
Where now virtual is going to be a part of almost
Yeah.
everything that we do.
Mhm.
When there was a physical event, an extension of it probably is going to be virtual too.
yeah. And I like the virtual
So you
in
think,
some cases.
you think that we may eventually have to have a virtual rodeo?
Oh no, I don't know about that
Okay.
one. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Listen, don't even start that.
Oh, wait a minute. What about a virtual Mardi Gras?
Ooh.
I don't know. I like to be in the.
You know
building.
what? You know how Beyonce, but how she sent those packages when Ivy Park was released?
Yes.
All of us would just send each other a little care package, and we're all at home, and we virtually celebrate.
What about a king cake? Can you send me a king cake?
Yes. Yes.
Can
I
you
need
send me a
one
good king
bad.
cake?
With a baby in it. I need my baby.
Uh-oh.
You know they come with disclaimers now, right?
Yes.
Uh-oh, what kind of disclaimer?
Girl, some of them they don't put the babies in the cake anymore.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
So we need one with we need a king cake and we need one with a baby.
Y'all know we got
Preferably.
the NOLA flavor here, so we have to definitely chime in on Mardi Gras and New Orleans flavor with these two beauties next to me.
Yes. So,
It's that time of
ladies,
year.
we went to an event. Let's talk about the event. So, Chris, tell everybody, because Chris, you know, when Chris say we go, that's where we go.
We go.
So
It's not like that, y'all.
It
It's
is
not
like that.
that.
It is like that.
Well, listen, when I get an invite to something that is amazing and cultural, and especially when it's Black Girl Magic, I always reach out to my sis. I got invited to the Primary Paint Art Gallery. Tasha Felder, she basically decided to show a more artistic side of her. She's a manager and a music mogul, but she's also an artist. So she got together a collection, and a couple of other artists, Corey. Y'all need to go back and do the research and figure out everybody that was there, because it was an amazing event.
Very much so.
Great art, like
Yes.
that was an experience. And it's not over. You can always go there. You can plan a date with your boo and do the paint party. You can go with a group of friends. It's just a really beautiful place, and it's deeply rooted in our culture. So I would recommend, if you're looking for something artistic and different, check out the Primary Paint Art Studio and Gallery.
Yeah.
The ambiance.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It was just amazing. I felt like a part of the culture
Yes.
when I walked in. Some
Yeah.
of those pieces were like, wow.
The
Yeah.
colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
You saw how some of the artists took like bright, and then the glass work. It was so many pieces, and I was like, man, I need to go and win the lottery so I can afford to put all of these on some wall in my home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. It was very, it was cultural, and it
Yes.
seemed like every area of the building was different.
Yes, it was
None
like
of it was the same.
You transition,
Yes.
you transform to another
Yeah.
space, you
Yeah.
know.
An experience.
Yeah,
It was
yes.
like
Each
walking
room
from
gave you a
one
new
experience
experience.
to the next.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Check
that
it
was
out,
super
definitely.
awesome. So as you can see, we are celebrating the culture this month. We are dressed like the culture. We are excited to be in the skin that we are in.
Yes.
And we have so much more to talk about. So we're going to go into a commercial break, and then we got some Houston fun facts. We also have some Black history that we're going to talk about as well. So you guys make sure that you stay right there. We'll be right back.
Are you having child support issues? Are you going through a divorce? Are you going through a custody battle? I know that your family, children, and property are very important to you, and having to navigate through the legal system is probably one of the most difficult experiences you will have to encounter in your lifetime. Please call the Jones Law Firm at 713-222-0196. The Jones Law Firm is committed to helping you in your time of need. Call 713-222-0196 to schedule a consultation today.
Welcome back to New Houston. And whoo, do we have some stuff that's going on this month. It is Black History Month, and when I tell you there's a lot of things that you can be doing this month that's going to help celebrate our Black culture. Just for one thing that I know is going on this weekend is the black market at the Buffalo Soldiers Museum.
Wow.
I've been there one time, and I so enjoyed my experience. And this weekend, it's going to be again from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. So if you've never been to the black market,
Yeah.
this is a great opportunity to go and support a lot of local Black business
Yeah.
owners.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
and just for that thing, if you do want to go look at other things that you can do that's in Black History out the month, because throughout the whole month of February, there's always something to do, and there's a lot of things that's free. Free, and free.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
So I
It's
did a
the free
search
for me.
online to Houstonia magazine. They list 27 top things that you can do in Houston this weekend. And when I tell you there's Zoom, there's so much that's free.
Wow.
So I advise you to go to Black Houstonia magazine and just search things to do for Black History this month.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I
And so
love it.
Chris, what we got going on about the fun facts?
Well, I have a great fun fact for you guys. As you know, when it comes to the city of Houston, we are so rich in the culture of Black history. Like, before Houston was even started, there was a Black history.
Wow.
Now, that was, derived around slavery. But as soon as we were free, you can take into account that we have the balcony of Ashton Villa, where we were all told that it's free. That's where the Juneteenth holiday comes from. You can also check out Yates Mansion. There's the Buffalo Soldier Museum, like
Yes.
Tisa spoke of. We even have an African American culture
Yes.
museum right here in the city. So there's so much culture, and for me, that's a fun fact.
Absolutely. I didn't even know there was a Yates Mansion.
Yes, Yates Mansion. If you go to that area, it's Freedman's Town.
Wow.
There's the streets, the bricks, all of that is paved and it's historical and it's been preserved by
Yeah.
Mayor Turner. Girl, they had tried to tear it up. They tried to destroy it, but Mayor Turner went
Said
down
no.
there and he said, no, this is a historical landmark and we're going to preserve it. And they put those little bricks right on back together to continue to pay homage. And if you're going to go, check that out. Be sure and take a younger adult with you
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that way we can bridge the gap between our past and
Yeah.
our future.
Wow, that's awesome. And see, this is why I love the Houston Fun Facts, because there are so many things that even you've been living here all your life and never experienced some of the things that we talk about.
Right.
Or never knew, some of the things that we have. And that's what makes our city so special and why we have Meet Houston. So you can meet
Yes.
Houston.
Houston.
There's so much to meet about Houston. The
Absolutely.
diversity is all over.
Absolutely. So we're going to go into commercial break because we have our next segment that we absolutely love to discuss. And everybody who watches loves to comment, share, and discuss before the show, after the show, during the show. So we're going to talk about it when we come back.
Girl, can you hold it down for me? Yeah.
We are back with our episode of Meet Houston, and this is one of our fun segments, something that we absolutely love, the Rose Bowl Chronicles. Okay, ladies, now y'all know this is a touchy subject right here. So we're going to talk about today during the Rose Bowl Chronicles, does Valentine's Day have an effect on your relationship or your potentials?
Now I'm gonna need you to explain that just a little bit more for me.
Okay, for you and for the people
Okay,
watching.
Yes, because I'm sure they're home like, huh?
So listen, sometimes Valentine's Day, what you receive, what your significant other does, has an impact on how you feel. Some, if you do something for Valentine's Day, that can make you fall more in love. Some, if you don't do what an expectation is, it can make you fall out of love. So, how does it have an effect on your relationship? Some marriages, they feel like, we celebrate Valentine's Day every day. So that's just another day of the year. But some people feel like, I want the best gift that's placed on social media. So how do y'all feel about Valentine's Day? What do you expect? Does it have an effect on your relationship?
She looking at me, y'all?
Yeah, she's looking at
She
you.
looking at me, y'all? Well, I'm going to be honest and transparent. No, Valentine's Day is just, for me, it's about marketing and making that coin. I like to put baskets together during Valentine's Day because that's a nice extra little piece of coin. But if you haven't treated me like Valentine's Day is every day, those just because gifts, those little, flowers and dinner and just little things that are solely for me, then that one day is not going to make up. No.
What do you, so we have a married lady over here to my left. So how do you feel about Valentine's Day? Does it have an effect on you in what you receive or what's done on Valentine's Day?
She's smiling hard.
Well, I haven't always been married.
Right, true.
Okay.
True.
So I would say now that I am married, I would have to say that no, Valentine's Day doesn't have the same effect that it had when I
Okay.
was single. But the simple fact is, my husband shows me love every day, and it's more to me that when he surprises me with flowers like you did last time and I sent you the picture,
Yes.
unexpectedly, not because it's Valentine's Day when you supposed to
Yeah.
do it. So it's like, if you're supposed to do it, how special am I?
Right.
Right?
Right. I get it. And so let me just tell you, and this may be, y'all may look at me a little different. I've always been different. I've always wanted to be treated differently.
Disclaimer.com.
So, me, in my house, I need it before Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like everybody else on Valentine's Day. I want to stand out. Whether it be my favorite piece of candy and a card. Not saying what it has to be to the magnitude of all of something extravagant.
Right.
But just to feel different and not feel like everybody else and get lost in the shuffle because it's Valentine's Day.
Right.
I don't like feeling like that. I feel like, oh, you just did it because it's a day and because everybody else did it.
Right,
And I
right,
don't
right.
I don't want to feel like that. So if you take the experience and what you get is intentional and it's
Yes.
personalized for
Right.
me.
Yes, it's made.
important,
You
yeah.
actually put some thought.
Yeah.
It's not about the
then
price
yeah, you
or
did
the
take it to another
extravagance.
level. I'm so
Right.
happy for Valentine's Day because you actually thought about it. It wasn't
Yes.
a last minute thing where you picked up some roses at the CVS.
Right.
And my
Oh,
friend
some chocolate
posting the
cake.
same roses on social media. And I'm looking at her gift and my gift and saying,
You could have saved them. You could have saved them dollars.
listen, I mean, that's just how I wanted to,
Sound like
I
we
wanted
got
to.
some personal perspectives on this gifting and Valentine's Day situation.
No, and it doesn't even have to. I'm not saying that Valentine's Day has to be the official day for you to do anything. I just want to feel like it's personalized for me and it's not lost in
Right.
the shuffle with
Right.
everybody else's.
Right.
That's just how I feel.
I get that. I
I
get
like the
that.
personalization. Now, do I like going out and doing things on Valentine's? Sure, I do. Because we are of society.
Mm-hmm.
And marketing actually tells us what we should be doing and what we should not be doing. So
Right.
who am I to say, okay, I don't want to do something on Valentine's that I just want to sit in the house. So if I was to get some tickets to a concert this weekend on February 14th, then guess what? We're going to a concert.
Yeah.
That's
Because
what I
it's
wanna
giving me
know.
something to do. But one thing you will not find me is in a restaurant
Yeah.
on Valentine's Day.
No.
Not with the
Those
Rona.
lines is like, oh my goodness, you won't find me there.
Yeah, but
I have a
it's probably
question.
gonna be different this year because of,
Oh, that's
of
right.
COVID.
I have a question. And I've had this conversation with a lot of my guy friends.
Okay.
They always say Valentine's Day is for the ladies. Do you ladies think it's important that we as women make a big deal about the men and make sure they know that we, not necessarily flowers, because they don't want
Yeah.
flowers, but maybe if they smoke cigars, something that they do. Is it important for us to make Valentine's Day about them?
I never even asked.
You know what? I've always been, because just as much as I want things to be personalized for me,
Right.
I feel like my significant other should have the same type of gifts.
It's about love. Love
Right.
goes both ways.
So I think of being different and them not feeling like what they have gotten is lost in the shuffle either.
Right.
Whether it be like I'm not the typical, I don't want to feel like I'm doing what everybody else is doing. So I have more thought
Right.
into my gift giving.
And I was going there with you because when I do give gifts, my husband always tell me, he say, I cannot compete with you.
Yeah.
Because I put thought into everything that
Right.
I do. Even if I'm planning an event, planning something, I'm going to put some thought behind it.
Yes.
So I guess I never really thought about if that's what he liked or not, because it's just who I am.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
And that's how I am too. It doesn't matter, Valentine's Day, birthday, Christmas. I'm always
Right.
going to put thought in it, and it's going to be intentional. It's not, you are going to remember even the little bitty details
Right.
of whatever it is and feel like what I received is different. Nobody is going to
Right.
receive what I've received.
So if I hear you correctly, we're creating memories.
Absolutely.
You know what?
Yes.
And that's absolutely
Memories.
why the gift should make a difference.
Right.
Make sure that your gifts are intentional. It's about love. And although it's a marketable holiday and a lot of us are in or out, it's important that whatever you do, if you have a secret love or a well-known love or however love works for you, make sure whatever you do is intentional.
Yeah.
And it personalizes about that person that you love.
And I also feel like, as women and as men, these are things that you need to voice. We talk
Right.
about communication all the time. If you know that it's something that you're desiring from your significant other, speak up and say something. But even if you don't say something, the person who should know you well enough to know that you're deserving of something.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you this much. When my husband and I first got together, he didn't do Valentine.
Mm.
He did not do Valentine. So our first Valentine together was like, yeah, he felt, because I did Valentine.
Right. And you really did.
I really did Valentine, and I think it made him a little bit uncomfortable because he was not accustomed
Yeah.
to doing Valentine, because he wasn't raised
Yeah.
that way. That's
Yeah.
not what he did.
Right.
He didn't celebrate that type of stuff.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I celebrated Valentine's Day for when we were little.
Yeah.
When my mother and my father, we would get little heart cakes with red hots on top of them. We
Yeah.
would get balloons sent to the school. So that's been a part of me since I was little.
Right.
So even though those are little bitty things, but those are memories. So I'm always thinking of, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. You don't have to, if you pay attention and you are intentional in whatever it is that you do, it means so much more than you just
Right.
going out and just buying the highest price purse that's in the mall.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of stuff don't move me, but the intentional things, the small details,
Yes.
those are the things that I'll remember. And then I'll say to myself, I'm set apart from what everybody else is getting.
Yes, this actually was about me. It wasn't
Yeah.
about Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But there are some of those, if you don't do, it will make or break your relationship. Which is, some may say that that's shallow. Some may say this is how I've been brought up and this is what my desires are and you need to adapt to what my desires are. Have you ever been in a position where you haven't received anything for Valentine's Day and it had an effect on how you felt about that person?
I do have a story that I would like to share. And you're probably watching, so you know this is about you. Yes, it is. But it's not about Valentine's Day. It's about a friend, a male friend. And we were platonic friends. Of course, he had desires for it to be more than platonic, but long story short, he called me the day after Valentine's Day to wish me a happy Valentine's Day. And I was like, first and foremost, we're not even about that life, so why would you disrespect me like that? Don't call me on Valentine's Day. If you can't call me the day of, please don't call me the day after. Because that made me feel like, you put me inside, and I'm not even up piece. So how you gonna call me on the side piece day?
But hold up. Skirt. Rewind. Why are you bothered if y'all wasn't any of that?
Because you called me on the next day. All of that bothered me. Just that alone, because it made me know that your thought process, you know how I get when I get upset.
Yes, you do.
It's showing all in your eyebrows.
I look back and I see those. But seriously, like, I was offended because it was very innocent. And it made me feel like it was I felt disrespected.
You felt like, so if he would have called you on Valentine's Day, or if he would have not called
Just
you
don't
at
call me at
all,
all.
then, okay, so friend, if you were viewing, the next time, just call on the day or don't call at all.
Oh, I think he learned this lesson because I told him don't call at all.
Oh.
Ever.
See, that's a lesson for any of you who are watching. If you don't
like,
want to ruin your platonic friendships, relationships with other than just do the right thing. So there are some people that have you ever had that experience?
I'm going to say that would be a yes.
Okay.
And that would be back in the day when I was very, very young and I didn't even value myself. I didn't know how much I was worth, that a Valentine gift justified or solidified that I was somebody special.
Wow.
I remember that.
Yeah, but that don't work no more. you know?
Yeah.
More
But
to it.
I'm going to actually have to admit to that.
Yeah.
When I was young and
Yeah.
dumb,
I felt the same way. I mean, we've all been in a position where you felt like if somebody didn't do something for you all year long, but when they did something on your birthday or Valentine's Day, like that was like you sacrificed, like you're showing me how you feel about me. Not even thinking, you probably bought 5 things of candy and I was just one to receive one box.
And girl, I don't even eat candy. Ain't got excited over a heart. Don't even eat candy.
Yeah, so as you can see, there are so many ways and so many,
Different.
so many reasons why people can feel differently when it comes to Valentine's Day. But as I said, just speak, communicate about the things that you like. And then men, pay attention to the small details. Because just because you go out and buy the most expensive gift, just because you send flowers, it could be something that's very, very small that makes the heart move.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? It doesn't necessarily have to be that. So I say, not make it about one day. If you're making it Valentine's Day all year long, something small is just really going to be just acknowledging that there is a day
That's
to
it.
receive
That
something.
is it.
But
That's
if you
it.
are receiving it every day, and some men feel like, I give her Valentine's Day all the time, so
Right.
why am I going to go out and buy another gift? But just buy something.
Or do something. You
Yeah,
don't have to
make
buy
something.
something.
Very
do
true.
something. Make her some bath water when she comes
Yes.
home. Make her feel
Yeah.
special,
Yeah. And
Cook
women,
dinner.
Yeah.
do the same thing. If he running the bath water, make sure the aftermath is something special.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we're going to get into a commercial break and show you how you can be one of the guests on the Houston or to advertise. As you can see, we all about Valentine's Day and Black History. We are honoring the culture. So if you would love to advertise with us, you just saw how you could do that. I am Mika Diamond, one of the hosts. You can follow me on any of my social media platforms under Mika Diamond or Visible Evidence. Also, you can catch me on GMT, Morning Tea Radio Show, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time on GMT 90.3, any of your app platforms.
Yes, and I am your girl, Chris Bryan. Hey, y'all. Hey, you can catch me also on the GMT platform. That's www.gmtradio.com, or get the app where we could be at the flick of your wrist, Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 p.m. The City Highlights.
And I'm your girl, Latisa B. And you can catch me on Facebook at Facebook at Latisa B, and Instagram on _Latisa B. And also on demand on my YouTube channel, Latisa B, as a host of Overcoming and Becoming.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we will see you on the next episode of
Meet Houston!